right, here we go. Bring this up and then I can't keep this in the background. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys. What's up, y'all? I'm Queena. I'm a Replit builder, a Replit ambassador, and I really enjoy building in XR. And for those of you who don't know what XR is, we're talking virtual reality, VR, augmented reality, AR, mixed reality, MR. So there's more dimensions to that, but or other types of reality that I haven't really dabbled in. You got spatial and it's all kind of other stuff out there. But for me, I'm a newbie. I'm a beginner. I'm building XR. I really enjoy building in augmented reality, and I'm I'm a Replit builder. I'm here as a person who was not previously technically inclined as far as software development goes, but Replit has drastically changed my life as far as getting my ideas out there and my builds, you know, into fruition. So I thought, hey, why the heck not? Go for it and do some XR. The first app I ever built was Forage Fiends. I'm a forager. I like to go out and get the wild edibles out there, right? So um, it was hard for me to kind of share that with a lot of people, like all over at the same time. So I thought, why not? Why is there not an app that would help me um, share this, right? Like get in touch with nature, get out there, eat that fruit, eat those veggies safely, don't die, right? There's plenty of people out there teaching and helping, but hey, why don't we get some glasses on some faces, and or even just using your phone? Android and Apple, I think, now natively have augmented reality capabilities, so we're able to do WebXR, mobile XR, or mobile WebXR, whatever it's called, and you're able to just take your normal cell phone that you have with you every day, go out into the nature meaning outside of your house. It doesn't necessarily have to mean don your bucket hat and rubber boots and slather yourself in DEET. Just get outside, go outside and explore your neighborhood and explore your community. So yeah, we're diving into the AR version of Forage Fiends. So my goal, now that I've got a chance to get Forage Fiends built, and I kind of have it where I want it right now. I'm not really gonna do any further big deployments on that app. The main things is, added a social element to it so that people can connect with one another over wild edibles. And you can see the pictures. You get notifications to see what's sprouting up in your area. You can also get notifications if somebody else foraged something in an area and you're nearby it. So if you are on a foraging adventure and you don't know what's around you, not really paying attention, you get a ding in on your phone, say, hey, Julia found some chaga over here, right? So yeah, some really cool things with Forage Fiends. I'm happy with it. It helps me remember the spots that I picked stuff from last year, which, if you ask my wife, is the actual reason I built Forage Fiends. She might be right. I'm navigationally challenged and I would not remember all the places. But yeah, we can share with each other. We share pins with each other. We pin our finds and we share those finds. And now I would like to have just have hands free, some glasses on my face, be able to find those same wild edibles and also be able to accurately identify those wild edibles. My goal, I'm thinking I want to build AR, right? So I'm thinking snap spectacles or specs. Whoop whoop for the 2026 specs. But the other side of that is that, I mean, I don't really have to have it augmented reality right now. My number one goal is hands free. So if I think about it, I already have a pair of Meta Ray-Ban display glasses. And really all you need is a progressive web app for that. I did start trying to build a an artifact of Forage Fiends for the glasses. So far it's not been a great experience, but I also have not. I saved this whole session just to do it live with you guys, or at least just to record it for you guys. I didn't want to test it out myself without, and I wanted it to be genuine because I went to this XR conference, saw these cool things. There was a bunch of new, SDKs, software development kits, and MCPs, some kind of protocol. I can't remember what it's called, but new tools to help builders like us build faster and cheaper and make use of these softwares like Meta, Snap, Pico, these softwares that are out there. Even Unity now has a CLI, a couple of different tools that help us build faster and more robust experiences. So I thought, what better way to test this stuff out than to do it with you guys? And yeah, this is like, I've actually recorded several videos, many of which I have not posted because I have not edited them, and I probably won't edit this one. But you know what? This is gonna just go up there, slapping it up there on social media. You do what you want to do with it. So if you find all kind of faults and flaws with this video, I kind of don't care. I just want to test this out, and I want to get other builders who want to get started in XR on Replit. If you're not already on Replit, I'm going to include my referral code. You don't have to use mine. It kind of doesn't matter. Find somebody who's on Replit. If you don't like my face, you don't like my voice, that's fine. There are so many other gorgeous people on Replit with great voices. Find them, use their referral code. I'm providing mine, but use it. You get free stuff, I get free stuff. Everybody wins, and Replit loves that. So let's do that. And once you get on Replit, if you're not already, then come back to this. Pause here, go do your thing, come back, and we'll get started. If you're back, then you're unpaused, or you just kept going. You didn't care. Whatever. I don't care. I'm going to keep going. I got to find out if this stuff actually works. So, many tools that I have in my mind, but right now I'm specifically going to go ahead and use the Meta SDK so that I can try to build for, let's just say Quest glasses, right? I'm going to try to do an AR component to Forage Fiends using the Meta Quest 3S, like the Passthrough. So I will test out the Meta SDK that was provided by a lovely person from Meta, Elisa. Her last name escapes me, but I'm going to find it out because she's awesome, and I want you guys to also check her out, follow her. She is just like us, not technically technical, but she's very capable, great ideas. Elisa Kurt, Kurt. She is the one who she and Jimin, who is very technical and very like knows way too much about what he's doing. But we love him. We don't identify, right? Like I know nothing about all the things that he's. There were some people in the group that were like, yeah, you know, and that's cool, and I'm happy for them. But for those of you who are like, what? Like me, she was my yeah, she was the angel. So she showed us the SDK that I can use for Meta. Now I'm going to actually I'm thinking I'm gonna cut my screen because, well, I'll just say it. My laptop is trash, and to save on resources, I'm gonna not record myself. Hopefully that'll keep my windows moving faster, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna cut my face. You ain't gotta see this mug. And yeah, let's just roll through it. All right, so I'm starting from scratch. We're gonna go to start a new tab and find this Meta SDK. I just typed Meta SDK for Quest AR. Let's see. Meta XR all-in-one SDK. Let me also add, let me see, for agentic. Okay, so it's, I think, an MCP. That sounds right. Native VR and immersive web. Okay, so this is a great spot to kind of like talk about a little some of this. Immersive web SDK, right? So this is an SDK. This is when I say SDK in my mind, I'm thinking SDK, but honestly, she was specifically talking about immersive web SDK. The immersive web SDK is what you can use in a browser. So if you're gonna be building for WebXR experiences, right? Like the good thing about building for WebXR experiences is that you can use it on the MetaQuest 3s, or you can use it for any, really, not any, but a wider range of VR headsets. Like for instance, I had a hackathon. I needed to use the hardware I was building for was the Snap Spectacles. I didn't have the hardware, but I just built for WebXR, right? And then it worked on the spectacles anyway. Was it great? No, it wasn't like exactly the greatest experience, but it's possible. And it does work very well on other devices, like the MetaQuest headsets. So you can do like all of your building right here on your laptop. Immersive Web SDK. Let me see. I might just try it. I wonder if I can build for. I think I might just go ahead and try it. Native VR and immersive web. So this is right. It's right here. Speaks to me, right? Like Forge Fiends. I got a website. You know, it's a progressive web app. Maybe I will try going the immersive web way. Immersive web SDK. The other option is the MCP. Here we go. MetaQuest agentic tools. And I feel like I might actually have to use both of them. I can't remember. And then this Unity MCP extension here, it's kind of like spoiler alert, because this is one of the, I'll be diving into the Unity MCP and the CLI in another video, I guess, because I'm sure this is just going to go entirely too long. But let me see what I can find here. So I remember for, I wish I had my little piece of paper. In fact, let me go grab that real quick. Y'all can take a look at that. Okay, that really sucks because she gave us. Oh, maybe it's. Yeah, she gave me exactly what I need, and I feel like I held on to it for too long, and now I lost it. Okay, so cool thing about building for yeah, here I'm just now, I don't have my paper, so I'm just kind of winging it, and I feel like I know that this is one of them, the immersive web SDK. um what I want to test right now specifically is I know I can install these tools in my laptop. And, I want to see if I can just have a one stop shop environment building in Replit. That's my goal. I want to be able to just say, hey, I want to make, you know, an AR experience for the, whatever hardware, and then I want to be done with it. So let's see. I'm, yeah, one of those people that kind of just skip through stuff. So hopefully you're all right with that. If not, look, here's the um yeah, maybe I'll just put that in the chat. I mean, in the resources. Okay. So, we'll try it out for ourselves, and that's what we want to get straight to. I need Node.js, 20 or higher, Chrome or Edge browser. To be honest with you, I don't know what browser Replit uses. I don't think that's a thing that I ever cared about before. An AI coding tool, recommended headset. Like, okay, they're basically saying for testing, you don't need it. I've seen, like, they've come a long way, so you don't even really need the headset anymore. They have a simulator, and it's really, really good. Um, we'll get into that another day. But for today, I just want to, like, let's start trying some of this stuff out. All right. Create my project, run one command, right? npm create, and then I'm going to see if this works in the Replit environment. Pick which AI tool you use. Everything is automatically configured with no extra setup. Okay. Then you describe what you want. You open the project in your AI tool and provide your idea as a prompt, such as build me an RPG style VR game with neon blocks and a laser sword. Okay. You watch it build. All right. It tests, find bugs. You can also enable the collaboration mode. Cool. To work with AI together inside the same browser tab. Okay. Refine prompt by saying, the blocks feel too fast. The AI adjusts the settings, confirms the change with you, and saves it. Share with a link. Ask your AI coding tool to help you deploy to any hosting provider and send the URL. Anyone can open it in VR. Let's see what we can do. I'm excited. I don't know. I feel like, okay, hold on. I need to share this moment with y'all. Okay, because I'm too excited. And I feel like I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna work, and so I'm kind of like, okay, I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna go to Forage Fiends. Or maybe I should just start with nothing. Yeah, I'll start with nothing for now. I'll start just like with my regular, with no, we're start from scratch. We're gonna build exactly what they said to build. See if this works. Oh, I might need to turn my video off again because this is going slow. Come on, dude. Did. Oh, my laptop is so trash. Okay, new project. Let's do this. So one, I'm realizing that when I'm starting out from scratch, I can't even access the CLI. So I can't even install the SDK. So, I'm gonna jot that down. I need to tell Manny B, hey man, I can't access the CLI like I need to. I wonder what I can do. It's not really. I mean, for me, I don't really know exactly what I can do right now. I know that I can go and do it on like something else, but Replit. If I want to stay right here within Replit, how do I get that done? How do I accomplish this? Use a skill. SEO auditor. No. Maybe search. Let me see. Let's search SDK. No. MCP. No. Maybe we should make that a skill where it's like there's a SDK or MCP installer, and then you don't have to access the CLI. You know what I mean? You just add this use a skill. You add that skill, and then you add the npm whatever. You add the whatever it is, and then it does it, and then you start with a new workspace. That might be dope. I'm thinking in that case, since I don't have access to that, I will just start with a website. Because I don't think I have any other like 3D game. We can do that. Okay. Start with a 3D game. I wonder. Okay, I'll start that way. I don't know. We're gonna do 3D game where, let me think. I'll test this out on the quest. So we'll use hand gestures and I don't know. What can I do? Smack stuff off or smush things, smush people. That would be fun. Just kind of smush people. Okay, we'll build that one. I'm gonna say 3D game for use with Meta Quest 3 as headset. Specifically on WebXR using Meta's immersive web And then I'll paste that here. Did I don't think I, oh, there we go, okay. All right. Maybe if I tell it using Meta's immersive web SDK, run this command in the CLI. We'll see. What it do? Okay. And the game will be augmented reality where people in the viewing window are able to be smashed with the hand gesture of the index and thumb touch. Let's go for it. I don't know. I'm with you. We just doing anything here. So one thing I will say here is that I don't know if we have the option to use a specific GPT. I'm gonna request it here, if possible. Please use GPT 5.6, because with 5.6, so I'm just gonna say hi. And please plan this out with me before building anything or coding anything. Let's see if it actually listens, because I remember one day it didn't. It was okay though. Sometimes it just has to shine. You just gotta give it its days to shine. All right, let's see what it does. Go for it. Come on, baby. VR smash. Okay, even though I said AR. Hey, girl, hey. Maybe because my video is on. Let me turn it off and see if that helps. Guess I'll eat some food. While I'm waiting for that, I'm gonna go get a nap. Oh my gosh, it's taking forever to even like populate. What is going on? And then another thing that I usually do is I'll take the SDK or like the document, and I feel like there's a better document than this. Um, but that's okay. There's there's a let me see if I can. So here's the Meta spatial editor. You can actually download this this simulator. But I wonder if we can bring it into Replit. It was built to work with the SDK. Okay. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and just use this. I'll copy it. No, I'll just put it into. Oh man, let me refresh this page. That's the sucky part about doing this stuff live. I'm like, man, it didn't even get nowhere. I worked for 23 seconds and had a question. All right, since real people can't be detected, what should you smash? Oh, okay. Can't detect real people? Let me see. 5.6 isn't available, but I have 5.6. Camera pass-through content isn't accessible to WebXR apps. That has a workaround. They did something. Hold on. Simple pass-through. Okay. To blend rendered content with the real world, your WebXR session must be initialized in augmented reality world. So you have to have mixed reality support in the browser. Okay. Implementation. Request the session with that right there. Requirement. Ensure all your 3D objects are drawn with a transparent background. Alpha value of 0. Okay. Yeah, that's important. So the browser's pass-through feed can display natively behind your graphics. Okay. Browser support is supported on MetaQuest, the MetaQuest browser, of course, Apple Vision Pro. Raw camera access. That's for computer vision and video feeds. I don't really need the video feed. I'm just looking for just a simple pass-through. So what I'm going to do is also take, let me see. I'm just going to load agent up with some documentation and ask him, can we use any of these documents to get around or just to gain access to pass-through feed, pass-through. And then start listening. This is that TikTok thing, man. That's not what I wanted. I've come across that before. But I think this is better anyway. Yeah, this is more what I want, what I'm looking for. I want to get the, and then it kind of sounds like it's a no-brainer, but apparently it's not. If you can, use the documentation from the Meta guys or like the Snap, whoever the manufacturer is or the industry, whatever the enterprise is, the enterprise tools that you're using, just use their documentation. They have created. If they didn't create one or if they didn't create it, reach out to them and let them know, hey, before you go downloading some person's stuff on TikTok or just like, I don't know, I wouldn't put those resources into Agent because I'm kind of funny about stuff like that. Let's see what Agent says. So I'm gonna say something else. Tell me in the comments and just let Agent read through it. Read through these thoroughly. Did I spell that right? Thorough. Okay. More questions. What style of gameplay? Timed rounds, survival waves, endless sandbox, no score pressure, just smash freely. Let's go with the timed rounds. Targets keep spawning faster until you miss too many. Let's see how many people we can smash. How should smashing feel? Squash flat with a splat effect? Pop explode into particles? Comic style. Oh yeah, let's do the particles. Include sound effects. Absolutely. Yeah. Got to. Let's see what you say. Let's go. Yes, please read through that meta documentation. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, baby. Come on, go. All right, let's see. I don't even know. You did a lot, agent. All right, come on. Give me some good news. Good news and bad news. Oh, it answers this in. Oh, it answers this directly. Okay, okay. Okay, let's see. Pass through as a display layer. Your real room is visible behind the game content. And we can even use plane detection. Okay. It doesn't, there's no way to get to the pixels of the pass through content. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. That's not horrible. So agent came up with a game plan. Um platform, WebXR, okay, on Quest 3 as browser, scaffolded with Meta's immersive web SDK, okay, adapted to run here, so you get a live HTTPS URL to open in your headset. Let me find out. Okay, Replit. It looks like, I mean, I pretty much didn't even have to go to the CLI. It looks like agent kind of got like the gist of what I'm asking it to do. So core loop time rounds. You open the URL, you tap enter AR, pass through kicks in. You see your room, which is yes, that's exactly what we want. Then it says cartoon characters spawn on your real floor plane. Ah, all right, cool. Pinch to smash. Hand tracking watches your index tip and thumb tip joints. Line up the character in your view. Pinch. If your pinch ray hits them, they explode into particles with a satisfying pop sound. All right, 60-second rounds. Score, counter floating in view, combo multiplier. Okay. I mean, all the rest of this is pretty much standard, just like Replit building stuff. It says what should be the smashable characters because we can't do people. But the good thing is though, I mean, and that's not horrible because let me get with y'all real quick. The good thing is that if you didn't know, we just conquered 2 hurdles. We just did 2 things that weren't possible just yesterday. Not literally, it was possible yesterday, but like a lot of people don't know about it yet. So if you're watching this, you just saw we just coded, or we didn't actually code it. I'm gonna hit the button and then it'll code. But it seems like we're able to build an AR game with pass-through capability on Meta for Meta Quest 3, but using the immersive web. So the goal, if all of this works right, it should work on the Quest headsets, of course, but also immersive web SDK means it should work on my phone. Like it should work on my browser if I had the back camera, but it should definitely work on my phone. So I'm gonna use my phone to test this and see if I can smash those little itty bitty buddies to smithereens. All right. We're gonna go ahead and say, what could those what could we smash? Don't smash the happy people or the sad and depressed. You lose so many points if you smash them. Okay. Let's see what we can get going. An emotional recognition reflex game. Okay. Spare the happy and the sad. Okay, sure. I'll send that to you guys. Okay, I will. That is crazy that they got that there now. They just did that. It reminds you. Go give people free stuff. Everybody wants to build. Or they don't know they want to build. Half the people don't know they're capable, man. That's what I'm here to do. Like I just want to show you guys I'm not better than anybody. I just tried it. Somebody showed me. And I'm here to show you guys. So what's this that failed? Let's see. Something failed. Oh, I see some dependencies being installed. Okay. I see GitHub. Okay. It looks like it was some unsupported protocol. I wonder if it was mine. Oh man, I didn't mean to do that. I just want to see if I'm able to use this web SDK, or this immersive web SDK. I know Elisa really wanted to know if it worked. I'm hoping it works, and I know she was really rooting for us to have it like work. So I'm hoping I can give her good news. It's got a couple errors. Don't know what they are yet. Agent will tell us. I'm just being nosy. Okay. You don't even know. I'm like pumped. Cause I just want to see, like, I want to see, oh my gosh, if this works. You don't even know. You guys don't even know. I'm so pumped right now. Because if this works, I can just build my own little environment where I create stuff and I don't have to go outside and do anything. That's the goal. That's the luxury. You know, people ask, like, oh, I'm using, Lovable or something like that. And what makes Replit better or different or whatever? And honestly, so Replit, you gotta think about what Replit actually is. Yes, it is an agented tool to help you build apps faster, or like slides or whatever it is, right? Like everything out there is AI and agentic workflows and stuff like that. But the thing that I love about Replit is, one, they're an older company. They've been around for like 10 years. They're fairly old, for a tech company. And then the other thing is it's a community, not only of people, because yes, the community is like none other. You can get help from anybody in doing some of anything, but the platform itself is a community of software. It's a lot of integration. It's a lot of bonding. It's a lot of you know meshing products together that you already use. AR not supported. What does that mean? No. I'm so sad about it. Play desktop preview. Why? A gleeful, cathartic room skill reflex game. If you smash the happy people, you lose 200 points. If you smash the sad people, you lose 200 points. Don't hurt them. They have it hard enough. Smash these guys. Pinch to pop. Alright, so it looks like it's done. It didn't really give me any insight as to why AR is not supported. Like, do I need to do something different? Let's see. Game is live in the preview. Try the desktop preview mode to feel the gameplay. Then publish when you're ready to open it on your Quest 3S. Was. Let me see. What was that? I'm just going to also try putting this in the CLI and see what happens. I'm going to say did y'all are seeing this right as I'm seeing it, and I'm a little disappointed. Oh, okay. Well, agent said, be honest with you, I didn't even run it. I made a deliberate call there, and I should explain it. Okay. Alright, so that scaffolds a brand new standalone project with its own build, setup, and dev server. This workspace already had your app structure, routing, and preview system in place, so dropping a separate scaffold in it would have conflicted with how your app is served and previewed here. You'd have ended up with two competing project setups. Instead, I built the game on the same foundation IWSDK sits on, the browser's WebXR API and 3JS. Okay, directly inside your app. Okay. If you specifically want the IWSDK framework itself, say you plan to grow this into something bigger and want its ECS, grab locomotion systems, or Meta's tooling, I can migrate the game onto the actual IWSDK core packages inside your existing app. Just say so. Otherwise, the game is built. The game as built is fully native WebXR and ready for your Quest 3S. Interesting. Well, I'm gonna try it. It says AR not supported on my laptop, but I wonder if that's because it's doesn't have like a I mean, I don't know if it's because it. I don't know why. We're gonna see. I'm gonna turn my camera on for this part so that if it does work on my phone, you guys can see. Oh, my camera's on. Okay, cool. Projects. Let's see. VR Smash. Preview. Oh, it says enter AR. I'm pumped. Let me see. Okay. Yes. Oh, that's crazy. The people have no facial expressions though. I can't tell if you got. Let me see. Can you? You probably can't even see it. But yeah, there's an overlay. Oh, there's one right on me. I can't seem to smash it though. Okay, there's an angry person. Smash, smash. This is so fun. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Okay. Clock it. It's not recognizing the pinch. That part kind of sucks. But yeah, got a bunch of little angry and sad and happy people. Oh, okay, it's a break. Now I wonder if. Okay, yeah, time's up. Cool. So it worked somewhat. My laptop doesn't have the. I think you. I think to use WebXR, you have to do something specific on your laptop. I don't have pass through anyway. I don't have a camera on the other side of my laptop, on the back side. So I'm gonna call this a win. Now I am curious about the IWSDK, as well as I don't know. I feel like that was pretty easy. I don't. I mean, I might just call this a win. Um, Let this be done. We use the IWSDK. I don't know. I guess we didn't use it, but the one thing that we did do was we were able to get that pass through capability, that pass through access, using that documentation from Meta. So I can definitely uh, share this documentation, access it, take the document link, or you don't even have to really read it, but grab that document link, put it inside your Replit prompt, give it to agent, let agent ingest it, and then you should be good from there. It kind of did its own thing. It realized, it figured it all out. It read it thoroughly and did what it had to do in order to get this pass through pass through accessibility. Now, what I am gonna do next, and in my book, I'm like, hey, I think we covered quite a bit, but I'm curious about this SDK, IWSDK, and I do want to see when I go to the CLA, what does that look like? Or the CLI, sorry. CLI. Let's see. I'll just go to console. Wrong one. That is not what I meant. I meant show. Here we go. Now, I'm just going to try it. Let's see what happens. It let me install it. It said, let me see. Warn unknown project config auto install appears. This will stop working in the next major version of npm. Okay. Strict peer dependencies. This will stop working in the next major version of npm. Okay. Yes. Let's just say yes. All right, cool. project name. Smash. What we say? VR Smash. Okay. My bad. Which AI coding tools do you use? Let's see. I can't remember what we use. Is it Claude? I think it's Claude, right? Is it Claude? Oh, because I can't remember. I think it's Claude. TypeScript. I always choose TypeScript because it's just easier. Enable XR support? Yes. What type of XR experience are you building? Augmented reality. Enable hand tracking? Required. Enable anchors? No. Hit test? I don't know what that means. Optional. Plane detection? Yes. Mesh detection? No, we don't need mesh detection. I don't know what mesh detection is. Wait, do I? I don't know. WebXR layers? Scene understanding? Yes, I'm gonna say. Raycast? Hit test surfaces? Sure. Enable grabbing? Yeah. Physics simulation? I think we kind of need that in order to smash them. Set up a Git repository? Nah, because we already did. Install dependencies now. We will print the command to start the dev server. Now, mind you, this is the first time I'm doing this in Replit. I did say, like, it's been weeks now since I've gotten this these tools, and I said, oh man, I'm gonna try it. And even Elisa was like, all right, let me know how it goes. And I was like, okay, but I didn't want to try it without recording it so you guys could see. So basically, let's see, we got 4 high, 2 moderate vulnerabilities. Next steps. Okay, so it says, and I don't know. To address issues that do not require attention, run npm audit fix. Some issues need review and may require choosing a different dependency. Dependencies installed. I mean, next steps, I want to see my file tree. I should have checked which one, if I should have checked to see what was here before and then what was here after. I'll do that next time. So I wonder if any of this was not here, if it actually worked and it wrote to let me see. I'll just see what Claude Markdown has. I think this is so dope though that I don't even really have to work. This stuff all I mean I gave it the documentation, but the agent just literally did this on its own. Like made all these files, configured it in the proper format, clawed the markdown here. Um that is crazy. So yeah, I think that's just Replit. And then yeah. So from here, I'll be honest, I don't know. I have to play around with it a little bit more. And guess we'll see. Um, I don't really think that. I mean, it doesn't really look like to me the IWSDK is necessary. It doesn't seem like it's necessary to install for Replit because it was already doing it. It already used whatever SDK, whatever immersive web SDK for WebXR, and I built on WebXR before, so I did know that. Like at the time, I didn't know it was a thing, but I had no problems building for WebXR before. This time, I wanted to see if there was some kind of difference specifically for immersive web SDK versus just the WebXR. I don't know. I think maybe Replit has its own native, or Claude maybe has its own native immersive web SDK, and it's all kind of like there's no reason for me to use that. That could very well be the case, but one thing that we did do today wasn't for naught. This was not for nothing. Um, we did learn about that pass through, and I think that's one of the things that so many people hit, a roadblock that so many people hit. Being able to have access to the pass through for MetaQuest. So I appreciate you guys. I will we'll do this again if you like this session. Um, Thumbs up, whatever. Subscribe. I don't know. Show me some love, and I'll keep going. I'll do something else. If it is something that you want to see, let me know. I think the next one I'll do is Clad. The Snap lens creator, agentic lens creator. I'll be working with that and trying to see if I can get that inside Replit. And if I can, I mean, Snap has its own like LDE or whatever. Like it's kind of no, you can't get outside of it. So I get it. But if I could just embed that somehow, because in my mind, just embed everything into Replit and it'll be great. But if not, that's fine. But I just want to see how far I can go with the lens builder or the lens, creator, in Replit. That'd be so cool. That would be so cool. I feel like there's a way, and I have a really good feeling about it. And I feel like the next video, if you guys even like this, if you don't, it's cool, because I don't want to I don't want to do stuff that people don't really care about. But if you do like it, just hit me up, give me some shout outs, say hey, like we hated this part of it, do this less or do more of whatever, um and I'll try to do that. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Just kind of vibing out and figuring this thing out. Uh, Feel free to give me a shout. Bye.